one day were walking side by side, and they saw the church off in the distance. She walked with purity, with purpose in her stride. In her head she wore a blood-stained helmet. In her right hand she gripped a gleaming sword. On her breast the shield of faith was riding, head lifted high, her eyes were on the Lord. How beautiful her feet shod with the gospel. A belt of truth held robes of white she wore. And as she walked she sang songs of redemption. Her back was straight, although a cross she bore. Said the devil to the world, let's walk beside her. The flesh was willing, so off they flew. And the church was glad to have companions. It was so good to be included in the crew. She lowered her sword and linked arms with the devil. Merrily they walked on arm in arm. Then he said, loose that belt that binds you tightly. Cast off the shield, hun, we'll keep you from all harm. The world kicked up the dust and filth around her, stained her pretty garments pure and white. The flesh said that old cross is just too heavy. I'll lay it down, babe, come and spend the night. Strangely now her walk was somewhat hampered. She stumbled in the dark, lost a shoe. Her song was gone, she was strangely lonely, for someone better than these folks she knew. Though she thought her friends now bruised and hurt her, they cursed her and accused her to her shame. Her splendor lay in ruins, though she unfaithful had tried to please and be like her new friend. Now lost and lonely there she sat in ashes, as her companions laughed at her and scorned. There came a gentle breeze that stirred her heartstrings and brought memories of love and blood and thorn. She drew from her skirts a treasure she had hidden, a blood-stained banner, now she raised it high. She pulled her shield in place and put truth's belt back on. A surge of joy and strength caused her to rise. The words came to her, I can do all things through Christ. She turned around and looked upon the cross. Her shoulders straightened and a smile came to her. She suddenly remembered who she was. Her companions were startled by a mighty shout, and they scattered as her hands reached for her sword. She pursued them to the gates of hell and there prevailed. Soon they were crying mercy from the Lord. By the blood of the Lamb, by the blood of the Lamb, and the word of her testimony, she overcame. The church overcame. By the blood of the Lamb and the word of her testimony, she overcame.